Hi, everybody. I made delicious homemade Mexican tamales. These are chicken tamales. They came out super good and they're not hard to make. So let me show you how I made them. So right here, I have a combination of 3 different types of red chili pods. I'm also using 2 store-bought roasted chickens from the market. So first you get your chili pods, and I like to use my scissors for this. You cut the edges and you remove all the seeds from the inside. Once I have all my chili pods cut up, I'm going to give it a good rinse in the sink. Okay, you want to rinse them because they're always dusty. So next I have some water. I'm going to add my chili pods, some salt, and an onion, and I'm going to let them come up to a boil. For about 10 to 15 minutes, you want to make sure that they're nice and soft. And here's my chicken. I'm going to shred them. I have this little thingy, and it was somewhat helpful. You want to shred all your chicken. Once my chili pods have been boiling for a little while and they're nice and soft, I'm going to add everything to my blender, along with 4 cups of the same water. So then I put everything on the base of my blender. I'm going to add some spices. Here's the top. Okay, now I'm going to remove that little thing in the middle so that it gives a vent because my water is hot. I don't want any problems with that. I added a paper towel and then I just blended it. Then I added 4 garlic cloves and then I gave it a complete blending. So you just want to make sure everything is nice and combined and smooth. So once I blended my sauce together, I'm going to add it to my pot. This pot has some oil in it, and I'm going to let it cook for about 10 minutes. You want it to come up to a bubble. Once you see it start to simmer, that's when it's time to put in the chicken. Now, what I used here, the 4 cups of liquid with the chili and the 2 whole chickens, this was the perfect amount for me and my family. I used 4.5 cups of the masa. It was the perfect amount. I did not want to make enough to give out to all the neighbors. I just wanted it for my family. I was able to freeze some. It worked out really good. So these are my husks. You have to clean them up. You have to take them out individually and remove any dust, or sometimes it has these little hairs like this. This comes from the husk. Once my husks are cleaned, I have to let them soak. You got to let them soak for at least an hour. So what I do is I put a big bowl on top. I fill the bowl up with water to kind of weight it down. And so after an hour, they'll be nice and flexible. This is the bag that I had for the masa. I bought it at a Mexican market. It's 4.5 pounds, and it's called preparada, meaning they've done things to it. They've prepared it. But even though it's prepared, I'm still going to doctor it up a little bit. I added a little bit of bouillon. I added some baking powder, and this is Crisco. I'm adding a 1/2 cup of Crisco. It comes in these little bars, okay? And then you want to mix it until it's creamy. So after this, I added some water, okay? And then you just keep mixing it until it's nice and creamy. This is the big pot that I'm going to make my tamales in. I added the lid of one of my other pots. You want to create a lift for your tamales. I'm going to add 1 cup of water because these tamales have to steam. I'm going to spread my masa in a thin layer on the wide side of the husk, leaving a little edge. And then I'm going to add my filling and then I'll roll it up. So I'm going to roll it up from one side to the other, and then I'm going to get the end and I'm going to fold it upwards. Now I'm going to start lining them up in my pot as I make them. You want to stand them up so that the filling doesn't fall out. You put them in like this, kind of like a pyramid. On a low simmer, I'm going to cover them and simmer them anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. So the trick is you never let your water totally evaporate because otherwise it'll start to burn on the bottom. Your tamales are completely done when the masa is firm and the masa does not stick to the husk. So I just wanted to show you the inside of my pot. It still has a lot of water. So it didn't completely evaporate it, and I only added 1 cup of water. Now this right here is when they're already cooled off and I started putting them in my containers. Now, to be honest, I did not count how many I made, but I made enough to have in the refrigerator for the next few days, and I was even able to freeze quite a few. So this was my tamale recipe step by step. Thanks for watching.